I feel lonely a lot. I ain't gonna lie. You know, in the world we live in right now, it just feels like everybody's out for themselves. There's no love no more. There's no communion no more. There's no togetherness no more. Everything is about me. Everything's about me, 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 me. And it can become very discouraging, you know? It can become very discouraging. And, you know, it just kind of makes you wonder, you know, will this be my life forever? Feeling like how I feel. Um, you know, I personally feel like being lonely is one of the it's such a weird, you know, emotion. But at the same time, it's like I'd rather be lonely versus being around people that I really don't care for, or people that I know that don't care for me, you know? So it's it just it's such a balance beam, you know, of just what side you want to lean on. You know, today I am grateful that I'm by myself, or I'm feeling like I don't have a lot of people around me right now. And then other days I just wish I had somebody to talk to, somebody that I can just vent to, somebody that can vent to me about what they got going on, somebody that I can relate to, um, on a personal level, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of us really we want that. You know, a lot of us used to have that, you know, and it's just weird, you know. Life happens and we just become very just introverted. A lot of us don't go out that much anymore. A lot of us don't really hang out with any of our friends. Nobody really is doing anything anymore. If anything, we're just leaning on vices to fill those gaps and holes that we're feeling internally, you know, with being lonely. And that just leads us down a whole nother path, you know. And I don't know, it's one of those things. I just feel like, for me personally, I feel like, you know, me being a single man, working, living on my own, paying my own bills, taking care of myself is, I feel very proud of myself. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But I just feel like some days I wish I had just somebody I can just call, somebody that can just, you know, sit with me and just be there, you know, just be there, you know. I mean, I have friends. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I don't have people that I can call, but it's just so weird nowadays because you don't really know what's up with certain people no more. You know, you've fallen so much out of the loop of their life. You calling them out the blue is kind of weird, you know. That's at least how it feels if I were to call somebody. You know, it would feel weird to call them, you know, or reach out. And when you get to that point, it's just you feel like you really have nobody to talk to. Um, I deal with that a lot, you know. I'm not gonna lie. I be really wanting to pop out and sometimes be seen, and sometimes just, you know, wanting a, you know, somebody that's just that gets me, you know. And I think a lot of us can agree that's really what we are searching for, amidst in the midst of just trying to make more money and have a better career and trying to be a better person. You just it's nothing more fulfilling than having people around you that genuinely love you and care about you and really care about your well-being, you know. That's such a beautiful cushion of comfort to have, you know. And I think when you don't have that, or you think you don't have that, it can be very mentally challenging and mentally weighing, you know, on your mental and your spiritual. Um, but you know, I feel like all you truly can do is stay focused on whatever you're doing that's keeping you busy, because it's not a forever season of feeling lonely. It's just a temporary season that a lot of us have to go a while in. Some of us go through a lonely stage in our life for years until we hit a point in our life where we've grown to this new person through our hard work and our discipline and our focus and our consistency. And it finally is paying off on the mental and the spiritual level where, you know, we just can't help that we're attracting people and we're attracting new situations, positive situations. And you just naturally start to become this person that it's almost impossible, for you to be a lonely person. There's too many things about you that people want to be like, or be inspired by. So sometimes in life you go through seasons where God just puts you by yourself. And I feel like that's where I'm at in my life. I feel like that's where a lot of us are at in our life. We're just hustling, we're working, we're doing the best we can with what we got. But when everything slows down, when everything gets quiet, it's just us, and that loneliness can be a lot. And I get it. And I just pray that a lot of us are just trying to do the best we can with feeling those emotions and not going too deep on the deep end of where those emotions can lead to, because we have too much to live for. We have too much to create. We got too many people that love and care about us that we don't even know. And that should always be your reminder that you're here for a reason. And if you're going through a tough season, it's because you were built to go through it. The ones that you don't see going through a lot of problems and they don't seem like they ever have anything going on, they probably couldn't mentally deal with it if they even had to. So the fact that you're going through it and you're still standing and you're still getting up every single day just shows that you were built to go through the hard times. And you were built to go through those hard times to reach good times. And you have to go through the bad times to reach the good times, in my opinion. For the good times to be solidified, and it's never going to be perfect, but what's life without ups and downs, But loneliness is hard. It's a hard thing, and I'm still kind of dealing with it. But I feel like if we as people can understand that we're all going through something, I think how we treat each other would be a lot different. If we really just for a moment stepped out of our own self and realized that every person that you are walking past is going through something that you may not be able to see physically, but deep down they're going through a lot. If we start to become a lot more aware of that when we're talking to people, when we're addressing people, when we're around people, we kept that in our minds more, I think we would do better in terms of a society, But again, it's going to take more than one person or two to make that happen, But y'all stay strong out there, man. Loneliness is something that's not a forever thing. It doesn't have to be, at least. It's a choice at the end of the day. But y'all stay pushing, man. Don't let being lonely bring you all the way down to rock bottom. It's not worth it. You got too much to accomplish, too much to do. And I believe in you. If anybody didn't tell you they believe in you, I believe in you. Whoever you are out there, I believe in you. And I know you believe in me because we're on the same frequency where you're listening to me talk right now. And to somebody out there, I'm resonating with. So, yeah. But anyway, I'll catch y'all another vid, man. Peace.